Continuing where I left off about the CHS, you know, I had to duck and dodge the popo real quick. We're going through this Hurricane Dorian event. Necessarily not us, but we are expected to get hit by it. So we are doing all procedures. Police are all over the place. It's just chaotic right now. So, and it's a bad place for me to be. By the way, the weed that I do have is actually from the last bit of weed I used to smoke. So, it's not the fact that I completely quit, because I have actually started again, and I have quit again. I will get to that though. I forgot where I left off, so I'm just gonna start from this. I was in the hospital for probably about 10 days. You know, always gotta have 2 sticks of gum, by the way. Just one doesn't do it. So I was in there for quite some time. Got out on my birthday. They had me on crutches and all kinds of shit. By the way, I had crashed my motorcycle. It was a horrible year for me. Fractured my ankle. Was sick all over the place. Didn't know what the hell was going on. I actually had started experiencing the CHS. It was mild at first. I remember, I want to say back in 2012, I had went to the hospital for feeling sick. Out of nowhere. I didn't know what was going on with me. And they just told me that it was gastrointestinal, whatever. Basically, either I had food poisoning or my stomach wasn't agreeing, or I had to take all kinds of medicine, Zantac, just GERD. I was like, okay, I never had this problem, but whatever. But I came home, I typed up, did a little bit of research. Damn, this gum is good as fuck. Shit. Woo, this shit good. Damn. Hey, if you ain't never had this, go ahead and try it. I don't know if I was supposed to do that. Whatever. But, woo. Shout out to Juicy Fruit. Can't even make me. I can't even think straight. Came home, did some research, hot showers, nausea, popped up CHS, something about that people started feeling this way in Australia. If you look it up, you can see the article for yourself. They did some research digging into it, and that's how they came up with the CHS. But not all doctors were they didn't know about this, apparently. Like they were still unsure of the cause of this, or if this may be the cause, or whatever the case may be. They didn't know anything about this. So that's why when I went in the hospital, they were like, oh, GERD. They didn't know what the fuck was going on. So, after doing research, I started reading up on articles. I think I read up for like literally a week straight, yo. I already had a broken ankle, so I had all the time in the world, play video games. I was an Xbox freak. I had all the time in the world to read all this shit. And CHS explained exactly what I went through to the T. So, I did what it said. I quit for a little while. Now, mind you, I was feeling sick every day. Every time I smoked, it would come. And the anxiety level, it would start rising. I'd just start feeling panic attacks and couldn't breathe, shortness of breath. It was very, very horrible. Like, words cannot explain. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. It was very bad. First off, you would have that nauseous feeling. You would have this weight on your chest feeling. Whew, getting one right now. You have this panic attack feeling, an anxiety attack feeling. You get in the shower just to cope all of that, because that's your coping mechanism, and that would bring it back down. But shortly after you get out, you would get the feeling again. Either A, it didn't go away, it just came right back, or B, you would smoke again and it would come right back, not knowing you're doing it to yourself. So now, those who are watching this video, if you're hoping to get to the end of this video for me to tell you that continuously smoking, that you can still do that, and not feel this way. If you are feeling the symptoms of CHS or believe that it may be CHS, the best advice that they have given is to quit momentarily. When I found out that, my whole world came tumbling. I love smoking weed. I smoke when I wake up. I smoke when I go to work. I smoke when I'm on break. I'd smoke, smoke. Smokety smoke, toke. Welp, the time has come to stop, young ones. Unfortunately, until they do further results and further research, you know, and they dig deeper into this, that's the only way to resolve that problem. Now, if you're sitting here watching the video and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to stop smoking, well then keep smoking. If you can go through that and you think it's worth smoking to keep going through that, by all means do that. You know, I quit for 6 months. The only reason why I quit for that long was because this shit put the fear of God in me. This shit fucked me up pretty damn bad, where I was like, yo, it is not worth this. It's not worth getting high. I shall find my other ways. So I started drinking a little bit. Whatever. I'm not saying, you know, find something else that you can do, but you need to find your own way. In reality, if you smoking is what makes you happy and that's all it takes to make you happy, that's not healthy. You may think it's healthy, but relying on something is still an addiction. They sit there and say, oh, you can't get addicted. Yeah, you cannot get addicted. You cannot get it to where you're fiending. I take that back. You may fiend it, but it's not like crack or, you know, sometimes what coke do to you. Certain things that to where when you're fiending, you go through withdrawals and you got all these pains. It's just like life is so boring to you now. You know, it's like, what's the purpose? All I did was smoke to get high. Shit was funny. I enjoyed life when I was high. Well, you have to find your way without marijuana if you're going through this, and you're trying to find a resolution for it. You have to find something else that fulfills that need, that wants. You have to figure it out, or fight that demon. You just got to figure that shit out. For me, I quit for 6 months. I started smoking again. When I first started smoking, weed was so fucking strong. Remember, I told you I had quit when this happened when it first started getting legalized in California and Colorado. All these strands were all over the place, whatnot. So I missed out on a bunch of shit. And really, yeah, it affected me a lot. You know, my girlfriend, she still smokes, so the smell of it still made me want to. I had to fight that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always going to be there, but you're not always going to be here. You got to remember, you're not always going to be here. So you do it to yourself. Who knows what it could result in? It's going to result in, I know for a fact, it's going to result in you going to the hospital, the emergency room. It's going to be a higher health bill, you know, and this pain and suffering, bro. That shit is not worth it. So, I quit. When I started smoking again, I tried to do it lightly, but it was so strong. The first hit I had, I was driving. I hit that motherfucker, and when I hit that shit, I got so high that I got so paranoid. Now, anxiety came through simply because of how high I got, but the nausea and all that did not come. The thing is about the CHS is it builds on you. So after you quit for some time, it's kind of like, think about a tolerance level. You know, you quit, it slowly gets to this point to where you won't feel it no more. But when you start smoking again, the more and more you smoke, the more and more that climbs. And when you get right here, CHS is at your front door, boxing you in your mouth and kicking your ass like day one again. And then you got to go through all the process of quitting again, cleansing your system, fixing your mind, meditating, you know, going through all that just to quit again. And I can say that's the hardest part, because you will want so bad to get high. You know, you will want so bad to smoke. But You're doing it to yourself. So I'll tell you, you have to have a strong mental. It will affect you again. Once your CHS hits you, in my case, it comes right back. It takes me literally a month. I had quit again for about 6 months, did it again, it came back. Quit again for about 4 months. 4 or 5 months. I keep doing about half a year time span. Started smoking again, and it literally came back within 1 month. I started smoking again 4 days after my birthday. Literally less than a month. I'm sorry. Wait. A month and a couple of weeks later, CHS is fucking me up. It's back. Anxiety. I'm in the shower. Having panic attacks, shortness of breath. The nausea is coming in. I have not thrown up like that again. It is so serious. When I start feeling that, I already know what time it is. I don't play with it. So, I hope I covered everything for y'all. I'm not too sure if I did. This is my second video ever on YouTube. I'm not too sure if any of you guys will watch it, really. But I hope I'm out. I hope I can help somebody that is going through this. I'm sorry I have no answer for you. You know, I wish me and you can share a blunt together. You know, but it's something that a lot of people in this world, you need to understand that a lot of people in this world are going through. And sooner or later, just like everything else, with a bunch of experiments, a lot of testings, they'll figure it out and they'll pinpoint what it is. So in the meantime, y'all stay strong, keep your mental strong, focus on a greater and better you, and you shall succeed. And once again, you shall smoke again. Now, don't go thinking, oh, okay, you know, he says he smoked again, so all I gotta do is just smoke a little less. Yo, it's so bad for me now. If I hit that blunt one time, people try to say it's the blunts too, but that's not the case. But even if I hit the blunt one time, if I hit the bowl one tap, the shit comes back that quick. It's just that little bit that it takes. So your body's literally like rejecting the shit. It's giving you reverse effects. So take the time, you know, cleanse your system, come back, smoke again, and see what it does for you. If it works for you, by all means, as soon as you start feeling them feelings again, put it down. All this is doing is building your mental. It's making you a stronger person. Keep that in mind. You know, yeah, it sucks we can't smoke. You see your friends smoking. You see your girlfriend smoking. You see your family and them smoking. Everybody smoking the good shit. Smoking the gas, the 93. But unfortunately, people like us can't do it. We gotta put it down for a moment. Who knows? The people that you know right now that are smoking, they may go through it. You know, it may be the new strands that are about. I ain't knocking weed at all. I'm a weed lover. Don't think I ain't no weed supporter, because I am. But just keep that in mind. Y'all stay strong. Please, please, please subscribe. Like my video. If you know anybody else who's going through it, if you have any questions, I'll get on another video and I'll answer some for you. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Holla at your boy. Easy Money. That's the name. Money Too Easy. AKA Easy Money. AKA Georgia Barefoot Florida Boy. Okay, I'm done. Holla.